let's talk about the Jets, who I'm seeing in London in a couple weeks' time. An absolute disaster of a start for Aaron Glenn. There's no other way to put it. With all due respect, one of the few coaches you want to be in the same sentence with to start your career as a Jet is Adam Gase, and this is not the Michigan fan in me, Lou Holtz.
Oh,
Lou Holtz did coach the Jets
for a second,
and I'm sure he was sitting there going, "Well, you can't. He's on the Dolphins. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I down Shula, he can coach." And they both started 0-4, Gase and Holtz. No Jet coach has ever started 0-5.
Oh.
And last night, the Jets get a great first drive, march right down the field. Braylon Allen, their young stud running back alongside Breece Hall. I think, is Allen old enough to drink now or vote? I don't know. I think he is finally. He goes in for the score and fumbles. The Jets now have the worst turnover margin in the NFL at -7. They had, I think I wrote it down here, a billion pre-snap penalties, tons of mistakes, just absolute tons of mistakes. Why don't you hit Breece Hall first? Because this is the quote of the century. I mean, it kind of sums it up. And you hear what Breece Hall had to say after this loss, where the Jets had a chance to win despite all of the mistakes at the very end, and obviously couldn't get it done, to fall to 0-4 for the first time since 2020. Let's just put it this way: Breece kind of sticks the landing on the soundbite.
We're doing everything we can to pretty much lose the game right now, so it's literally just a matter of us not making dumb mistakes. We have 11, 12 penalties today. Like, you ain't never gonna win the game, and we still almost won the game. So, been dealing with it for like 4 years, so it's frustrating, bro. But it is what it is. Just got to come back and keep getting better. It's just a tale of 3 out of our 4 losses. Teams will shoot themselves in the foot, then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head.
That pretty much sums it up. Oof. Some shoot ourselves in the foot. We do that, but then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head. Because, 0-4 is basically a kill shot. Mm-hmm. Aaron Glenn had this to say after the game.
Very disappointing. Very disappointing. And there's no way you can win any game with 13 penalties and 3 turnovers. It just can't happen. But what we have to do is go back to work. We have to go back. That's the only way that we can fix them. Really take a look at these penalties, take a look at these turnovers, and make sure we understand that we have to understand before you can win games, you have to learn how not to lose games. And we have to do a better job in that case. And we will. We will. And again, the only way to do that is go back to work. But listen, I'm not losing hope in our guys at all, and I'm telling you now, we just got to go back to work. That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Listen, I don't blame him for taking that approach. There are some guys to lean on in there. Garrett Wilson is so good. He is so good. That the touchdown that he had called back because they said he pushed off, and then the touchdown that stood. Mm-hmm. Very few wide receivers can do this sort of thing. And he's got 9 straight games now with 50 or more receiving yards with the quarterbacks that he's had.
Impressive.
2 already this year. Last year, as we know, he had Rodgers, and he also had a ton of moving parts on the coaching staff. The 9 straight games at 50 or more receiving yards, there's only one receiver with a longer active such streak, and his name is Puka Nacua. That's how good this guy is. Okay? And there's other players that are good. It's just collectively not working right now because others are green and others are, I don't know, not healthy or not focused. I don't know what it is, other than the fact it looks terrible. And Aaron Glenn saying as he's running off to the locker room after that half, we're down just 7, and, we get the ball first. So we're going to fix some things in the locker room, and then we're going to come out and we're going to play better. And then Isaiah Williams takes the opening kickoff and fumbles it the second half. So it's very simple. And I'm wondering again, which Jets team I'm going to see. in London. I'm going to see one coming off of a win against the Cowboys, which would be big, and prevent Aaron Glenn from strolling into the pre-broadcast meeting we're going to have with the Jets in London as an first ever 0-5 head coach in the history of the New York Jets, which is something he does not deserve. Or will they be 1-4 and feeling a little bit better about themselves? I don't know. But it's a very simple question that will be germane regardless if it's 0-5 or 1-4. If you're on the Jets roster, you have to look yourselves in the mirror and say to yourself, do I want to play for the Jets and Aaron Glenn in New York, or do I not? It really is just that simple. Do you like living in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area playing professional football for a guy like Aaron Glenn, or do you not? Because if you do not really want to commit to that for whatever your reason, speak now and sit your behind on the bench, or you're going to get cut. It's just that simple. The coaching staff appears to know exactly what it is doing. And again, I know Jet fans, some of you might be sitting there thinking, we have taken a coordinator from a defensive side of the ball of a winning organization before. And we trusted in that guy, and he's now back being a defensive coordinator. Throwing down with Liam Cohen verbally. We've been down this road before. But Aaron Glenn is a Jet from professional birth. Parcells drafted him. And we saw what he did in Detroit. So you got to sit there and wonder, it's just like, do I want to let this guy down? Or do I want to lift him up? Do I trust what he is selling? Because I'll sell it to everyone else in the locker room. And if that requires more focus pre-snap during the week or whatever, then you got to do it. But other than that, you got to make your decision. Do you want to play for this guy or not? Because I'm imagining they're not going to fire this guy, even if you falls to 0-6 coming out of London, which is entirely a possibility right now, which would be highly unfortunate. Guy doesn't deserve it. I think he's better than what we're seeing and can coach. You want to play for the Jets in New York for Aaron Glenn, New Jersey, or not? Simple question. Don't know the answer to it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.